Bruh, live streaming is hilarious, man. Live streaming is hilarious. This is hilarious. What's up, y'all? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure we live. There's no telling no. You know what I'm saying? I was just now thinking that we was live, and we wasn't live just yet. Pretty sure we live at the moment. We checking right now. Hope you guys had a good day, you know what I'm saying? You guys having a good day? What's up, y'all? I don't know if we live yet. Yo, type a 1 in the chat if the audio is good. Type a 2 in the chat if the audio is not that good. Pretty sure we might be live. Yeah. Yo. Pretty sure we live. Yeah, we live. We live, baby. Yeah. Hey, what's up, y'all? Type a 1 in the chat. If the audio is good, type a 2 in the chat. If it's not. That's what's up. All right, y'all. We finishing up this vid.
Dun dun dun. The group finds a hidden gun hooked to a timer, meaning that James was supposed to be shot, but the other girl was in his place. So now the question remains.
Who here wanted James Woods dead?
Everyone, probably? While snooping around for clues, Peter, of course, has to ruin things by goofing off in a suit of armor and knocking out Joe. Maybe he should be killed next. Unsure of how to proceed, the guests start accusing one another, with everyone seemingly having a motive to kill Woods. During a scuffle, a secret door opens up, leading to an office with evidence that Mort's wife Muriel used to sell opioids to Woods. Before she can be apprehended, the lights go out again, and when they come back on, she's nowhere to be seen. The group splits up to look for her, but when Brian and Stewie hear a scream down the hall, they find Muriel dead with the same knife as before in her back.
Muriel, my sweet Muriel. She was so young. She was so beautiful. She was so generous.
With their main suspect dead, the group needs to act fast before they're dead by daylight. Not the video game. As the night goes on, more guests start to be picked off, including Jillian's boyfriend Derek and James Woods' girlfriend Priscilla. My favorite characters, how could they?
Yeah. We pulling up the chat right now. I hope you guys are having a fun and productive day. Hope you guys are having a good day, you know what I'm saying? Everybody out there chilling with their peoples, hanging around with their families and whatnot. Chilling with their friends. You know what I mean? Watching me. Yeah.
Priscilla is found in Tom Tucker's room, making him suspect numero uno. The anchorman quickly flees the scene, but is quickly caught. The next morning, the bridge is repaired and Tom is taken away by police. All seems right in the world. While getting ready to leave, Lois checks in on Tom's broadcasting partner Diane to see how she's doing. Though shaken, Diane says she'll trudge forward as the sole anchor, even showing her a blouse her mother bought her for her first solo show.
What up, Samurai Gamer? What's up, Jason
how
Cruz?
could she have known you'd be anchoring alone? I mean, none of this happened until...
With her cover blown, Diane pulls a gun on Lois and explains how this was all a ruse to get back at James Woods for dumping her and Tom Tucker for trying to replace her with a younger anchor. Now knowing the truth, Lois is led outside to a cliff to be killed by Diane. Before she can go through with it, Diane is hit by an unseen shooter tumbling into the water below. But who could be behind this last-minute save?
If anybody's gonna take that bitch down, it's gonna be me.
Oh, it's Stewie. Things get weirder when Stewie and Brian accidentally clone themselves, leading to 2 of their deaths in Road to Vegas. While attending Quahog's Gay Pride Parade, Brian manages to win tickets to see Celine Dion in Las Vegas. You may know her as the woman who did the credits song for Deadpool 2. Brian invites Stewie to join him on the trip, which Stewie immediately agrees to. When it comes time to leave for the airport, Stewie suggests using his brand new teleporter to make the trip. The machine powers up, there's a big flash of light, and nothing happens. Disappointed, the two head to the airport, but despite this, Stewie and Brian do appear in Vegas.
You know, this is gonna be a good trip, Brian. I really feel like fate is on our side.
With 2 stories running parallel to each other, we see one Brian and Stewie enjoying the fun of Vegas while the other trudges their way there on a crowded airplane. The Vegas pair even manages to win big on a slot machine. Gambling looks fun. You're telling me this actually ruins people's lives? The other Brian and Stewie finally make it to their hotel, but are surprised to find that their room was already checked into. Brian tries his hand at the same slot machine, but it ends up eating his dollar. Checking into a dump of a hotel, the unlucky Brian and Stewie try to turn the trip around in the casino. Nothing works out for them, with Stewie blowing all of their cash on a single round of roulette.
Hey, what's up,
I put it
y'all?
all on 16 because
Hey,
of that
what's up, the
Taylor
real
Swift
team up?
song, 16. That song is called 15.
I'm
It
checking
came
out this
up
video
15.
real quick.
Both parties head to the Celine Dion show.
I got some friends on the way to pick me up, so I'm only going to be here for about 30 to 45 minutes, hopefully longer. If I am here for longer than the video, then we're going to watch some Fail Army clips, but I do got somebody picking me up, so you know what I mean? But yeah.
But when the lucky Brian and Stewie get in, it invalidates the others' tickets, keeping them from seeing the show. Fed up with the whole trip, Brian just wants to go home. That may be difficult though, as Stewie reveals he gambled away the tickets. Stewie suggests calling Lois for help, but Brian says the money they lost was Lois's that he took without asking. Quite the Vegas pickle. In a last-ditch effort, Brian and Stewie put money from a loan shark down on a basketball game, which of course goes sideways.
We lost, Brian. Oh, crap, we're screwed.
Not knowing they're
Shouldn't have
sitting
bet that
behind
money,
themselves,
man.
the Stewies accidentally grab the wrong backpacks, leaving the lucky ones with nothing and the unlucky ones with everything.
I've got a bad feeling, Brian. I've got a good feeling, Brian.
A loan shark goon kicks his way into the lucky Brian and Stewie's room, believing them to be the ones who borrowed his money. When they try to give him their winnings, they find all of their money to be gone. Out of patience, the goon asks Brian which one of them he should kill, but Brian refuses to answer.
Fine, I'll kill you. No, kill him. He's a baby. He won't even remember he was alive.
You son of a bitch.
Meanwhile, the unlucky Brian and Stewie contemplate what to do while they wait to die, with Stewie suggesting a final option.
We could go out on our own terms.
What, you're saying we should kill ourselves?
After some
Hell
convincing,
no.
Brian and Stewie plan to jump from their balcony. They count down. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, Stewie didn't jump.
You dick!
Stewie is horrified, but he ends up stumbling across all the money in his backpack. Nothing like a few grand to make you forget about your dead friend. The last remaining Stewie and Brian
Hey,
run
what's
into
up,
each other at
Camille?
a bus station, showing to Stewie
Yeah.
that his teleporter
You shouldn't
did
have
in
jumped.
fact
That is
work. With
definitely
each
an
of their
ouch.
significant others dead, the two just kind of shrug their shoulders and head back home. Watching your best friend die in front of you, that's the Vegas experience, baby. 2 lives ended, but how about the whole world ending in a nuclear apocalypse like
I've been out in Vegas for 2 years, millions of years now. That is not the Vegas experience.
in Da Boom? On the eve of the year 2000, Peter is informed by a man in a chicken costume about the impending Y2K disaster set to take place at midnight.
Planes will fall out of the sky, and all the world's nuclear weapons will explode, annihilating the entire planet.
Ooh, scary. Good thing we never feel like the world is going to end now, right? Rushing back home, Peter tries to talk his friends out of partying on account of the whole world ending and stuff, but they just laugh him off. When it comes time for the Griffins to go to their own parties, Peter, prepared for the worst in his hazmat suit, tries to convince them not to leave. He manages to trick them down into the basement with the promise of Christmas gifts, but Lois won't be fooled.
Honey, are you pregnant?
No.
As the ball, clam, starts to drop, Peter prepares for the worst. Yet when the clock strikes 0, nothing seems to happen for a few seconds. Peter's doomsday comes true as nuclear warheads detonate all across the world, destroying civilization as they know it. With the Earth now a post-apocalyptic hell world, the family tries to get by with their new lives. Could be worse. They could be fused together like Cleveland and Quagmire.
Oh, hey, Cleve Maya.
That's Quagland.
Quagland? Oh, you must be dreaming.
Peter and Brian go out to scavenge for food, with Brian's nose leading them to the scent of barbecue. When they arrive at the news station, they find Tom and Diane cannibalizing reporter Trisha Takanawa. Hey, don't knock it till you try it, I suppose. With no food to be found in Quahog, the Griffins pack up their things and head to Natick to find a factory with the one food that can survive a nuclear fallout: Twinkies. Don't quote me on that. The gang drives until they run out of gas, but conveniently break down near a nice farm
Yo, hope you're having a good day, Mel. Bro, that's what's up.
who offers them food and shelter. It seems like paradise, except for the mind-numbing singing of Randy Newman.
She takes a bite, chews it once, twice,
Hey, what's up, Janaya?
4 times, stops.
The Unknown Wasteland sounds better
I remember you from the other day. Yeah, I remember you told me you were from somewhere, but you did tell me you like to play video games and whatnot. Me, I play a lot of Overwatch myself.
than whatever this is, so the Griffins keep moving on foot. Finally arriving in Natick, the Griffins find the Twinkie factory stocked with food. They plan to not only rebuild civilization like home, but better, proclaiming the city to be New Quahog. With the help of others, the Griffins manage to build a bustling settlement in New Quahog, opening up stores and government buildings, as well as electing Peter as mayor for life. As mayor, Peter makes some questionable decisions, like assigning everyone a random job pulled from a hat.
Village idiot, that's a good one. On Tuesdays, you get to wave your penis at traffic. Congratulations!
Despite having everything they need, Peter wants to get their hands on guns in case trouble starts to arise. Peter ends up using the metal pipes from their irrigation system to make the guns, effectively destroying the town's water supply. Enraged, the townspeople attack Peter and throw him and the Griffins out of town. The people throw all the guns into a big fire, but are suddenly attacked by a bunch of mutant Stewies. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention Stewie's an egg-laying mutant? It didn't seem that important. With no weapons, the town descends into chaos.
You remember the other day you were asking me what the definition of irony was, and I said, ah!
With New Quahog destroyed, the family finds solace in still having each other as they brave the wasteland together. Only, this was all a dream. How original. Brian and Stewie's troubles get a lot smaller, literally, when they're shrunk to microscopic size in Big Trouble in Little Quahog. Sick of being taken advantage of because of his height, Stewie decides to build a shrink ray in his bedroom. He first tests it out on Brian, who picked on him for his height earlier in the day.
What the hell did you do to me, Stewie?
Aw, he's so cute! Stewie finally manages to get an apology out of Brian, but before he can change him back to normal, a monstrous rat comes from underneath the bed, scooping him up and carrying him into his mouse hole. And
at least it wasn't the roaches.
yes, it's still called a mouse hole when it's a rat. Unable to help Brian at this size, Stewie decides to shrink himself down and take out the rat in a way he'll never see coming.
I'll have what she's having.
Not sure that line works here, but I'll allow it.
Yo, hey, what's up, Sky Panther? How you doing, man? I'm doing good, bro. I love playing games, but I have to get a computer that can sustain them. Yeah, for real, for real. I'm actually raising money to get me a streaming setup as well. You know what I'm saying? So I can stream way more often without my stream, you know, doing what it does. You know what I'm saying?
Brian and Stewie make their way back to the shrinking machine, wading through the carpet like it's grass, but before they can make it, they're forced to retreat due to Lois angrily vacuuming.
I hate my life and nobody can hear me say it right now!
Unable to make it back to the mouse hole, they're sucked into the vacuum and unceremoniously dumped into the trash outside. Desperate to make it home, Stewie floats down using a plastic baggie while suggesting Brian use either tampon strings or dental floss to rappel down.
Which one did you go with?
Neither. I was hoping to kill myself.
Well, not today, Brian. Not today. The duo make it to the side of the house and utilize a lattice to climb into Stewie's room. Whatever happened to those things? How do kids sneak into each other's windows nowadays? Luckily, they make it back to the device, and through a little bit of teamwork, they manage to fire the machine up. But when they don't start growing, Stewie realizes something is wrong.
Wait, did you hit the tiny button or the button that says tiny?
I hit the button that says tiny. You said hit the tiny button.
Oh, no. So the tiny button makes you big, but the button that says tiny makes you tiny? This is making my brain hurt.
Hey, what's up, Westover? Appreciate you for the compliment. We need young child support. For real. They got that movie from John Wick. More than likely, Janiyah. You know what I mean? Yeah, you must be from Cali. You seem to have a very upbeat and sunny type of personality.
Not only are Stewie and Brian tiny, they're microscopic. If only they could take in the beautiful and strange surroundings, but they immediately become surrounded by an assortment of tiny creatures, including the thing they were hiding behind. That's Vernon, the water bear. He's cool though. Vernon takes the pair to his home to meet his friends. When Brian and Stewie realize the creatures need water to survive, they strike up a deal with them.
If you guys help us, we'll make sure you never want for water again.
With the help of the water bears, Brian and Stewie make the long journey back to the device, eventually coming across Brian's laptop. They hope to get inside to remotely hack into the shrink ray, but there's a horde of dust mites hot on their trail. Stewie manages to successfully hack in, but they still need to activate the ray from the keyboard. With their combined weight and a wave of mites, they manage to activate the ray and grow back to regular size.
Stewie, you're a genius! Oh no.
Yeah, probably should have seen that coming. Unbeknownst to them, Peter and Lois are about to have the house bug bombed. The house begins to fill with gas, so Stewie and Brian dash downstairs, but are stopped by a tent at the door. Heading back upstairs, they get a hand from Tiny Tom Cruise? Well, if there's someone who knows death-defying escapes, it's him. Well, looks like everything worked out in the... Wait, aren't there 2 more Griffin kids? I'm sure they'll be fine. Looking for a real head trip? You Can't Handle the Booth is an entire episode told over DVD commentary, which includes special appearances from the voice actors. Don't let this hurt your brain too much, but the Griffins are invited in to do DVD commentary on an episode that doesn't actually exist. I don't have to explain to you what a DVD is, right?
Okay, welcome to Family Guy DVD commentary for episode 1614.
In this fake episode, Peter is dead set on getting the brand new Crabapple smartphone, but you can barely hear anything that's going on over the family in the booth commentating. The family in the episode arrives at the phone store.
I wish I was from California. I do have family in California, but I'm from New York. That's what's up. Yeah, I actually visited New York not too long ago. That's where I was kicking it with some YouTuber friends of mine. There was a really big convention out there. It was lit, to say the least. Extremely turned.
Where Chris gets into a fight with a woman over a gold smartphone.
She wanted it more than me.
Take it easy.
Hey, what's up, young man 34? You know what I'm saying? You're from Tennessee? I bet there's a bunch of cool stuff to do out in Tennessee. They probably got like go-kart racing and stuff like that.
Lois doesn't think getting everyone a smartphone was a great idea, as it seems to turn everyone into mindless phone zombies. Biting commentary in this episode, huh? Well, you can barely tell what the commentary is, because the DVD commentary talks over much of the episode, even making us miss the setup for a cutaway.
Nice going, Meg. You talked over the setup of this cutaway, and now we don't know what's going on.
We're treated to a pretty horrific attack by a demonic Jesus, but we don't hear much about the how or why because the family starts talking about their paychecks. Lois gets Peter's by mistake, discovering that he makes way more than her.
This number is 4 times what I make. Peter, you always said you made the same as me.
I'd much rather watch what's going on back there, but yeah, I guess we can hear them talk about how much money they make instead. When Lois calls Disney to complain, she finds out that Peter makes more because he's paying alimony to his first wife. You're not the only one shocked to hear Peter has a former wife, so is Lois. Peter reveals he was married to actress Sarah Paulson, who actually cameos in the episode they're commenting on. To make things even more meta, Sarah joins them in the commentary booth.
For real, she's actually coming into the booth right now to be part of this commentary.
Hi, everybody. So sorry I'm late.
A jealous Lois makes passive-aggressive comments about Sarah not having children, while Sarah makes a joke about Lois not being invited to the Emmys. Oh, and Peter's pretending to be sick in the episode or something?
Hey, Sky Dragon Jr., guess what's going on here? Yeah, I said you could help my moms. Yeah, lots of hoochie mamas in Tennessee on Crip. I can only imagine, young man, for real. Yeah, there's a lot of them out here, and there's a lot of them. They out there, you know what I'm saying? Hey, for real.
Not gonna lie, this is a difficult episode to break down. Peter and Lois leave the booth to argue outside, but eventually come back in to finish the commentary.
Oh, you guys are back just in time for my big role.
Hey, take it down a notch, Sarah. You don't even have an entry on the Family Guy wiki.
Well, she does now. Peter gets a very long musical number in the episode, which angers Lois as it adds nothing to the episode. Yeah, like they haven't been doing Conway Twitty cutaways for years.
Are there even any jokes in the song?
Do you not understand comedy? It's a reference.
Fed up with her husband, Lois drops a bombshell, revealing that Chris may not even be Peter's son. The two argue, leading to Lois calling it quits.
Marriage is over! Enjoy spending the rest of your life alone! And enjoy doing the show without me, cause I quit!
While the house is getting robbed in the episode, Peter decides to go try to find Lois and talk some sense into her. Before he can, the family is joined by none other than Family Guy's god, Seth MacFarlane.
Holy crap, it's the mouse from Sing! I recognize your voice anywhere!
Okay, settle down.
Seth tears this whole thing wide open, saying that there's no need for them to worry because they're just cartoons. They aren't real. He even brings in Meg's voice actor Mila Kunis and Chris's voice.
Hey, what's up, Zeppelin McCarthy? Yo, Sky Dragon, where you from? Yeah, I mean, I'm based on your name, I'm gonna guess Florida. Yeah. After we finish up these Family Guy episodes, then we're gonna check out some Fail Army
actor Seth Green to prove his point.
That's right, Meg. You're voiced by me, Mila Kunis.
Lois eventually returns and is given the same existential news. They all realize that their issues don't really matter because they're a cartoon, which actually sounds pretty comforting to them. If you're looking for an explanation for what's going on in the background episode, I've got nothing. In Back to the Pilot, Stewie and Brian,
I'm from Florida too.
They go back to the pilot episode of Family Guy and try to prevent a national tragedy from happening. When Brian starts reminiscing about a tennis ball he buried...
You're an animator, Valen? That's hella cool. I do remember the Shrek reaction video. That mug was mad funny. I appreciate the compliments, young man.
All the way back in 1999, Stewie offers to lend him a hand in figuring out where he buried it. Is there any problem a time machine can't fix? Using his machine, Stewie teleports the duo back to the roughly drawn year of 1999, where they find their house and family looking a little different.
Look at you. You look like a prize at some Mexican church carnival.
Excellent. The mind control device is nearing completion.
Brian manages to find the spot where he buried the ball, but is stopped by Stewie when he goes to retrieve it. Gotta remember the golden rule.
Brian, there's one rule of time travel, and that is, do not alter the past in any way or the consequences could be dire.
When they peer back into the house, they find the family talking and then suddenly standing motionless for a few seconds. It quickly dawns on Brian and Stewie what is happening.
Oh, they're setting up cutaways.
So that's what they do when they cut away. Kind of unsettling. The duo goes up to Stewie's room to teleport home, but are forced to hide when they hear past Stewie coming upstairs. Their cover is blown when Stewie sneezes under the bed, forcing him and his past self to meet. Wow, 12 years later and he hasn't aged a day. Wonder what his skincare routine is. Before Stewie can retrieve Brian, he slips from the window and falls on Peter's car, which drives off to a party. Stewie manages to catch up with him, taking a peek at past Peter, hanging out with all the characters we've come to know and love.
TV's not even plugged in.
After this trip down memory lane, Brian and Stewie try to return home, but the teleporter ends up dropping them off at a football stadium, a later scene in the pilot. It appears the teleporter needs new batteries, so the pair grab as much cash thrown by past Peter as they can before leaving. They narrowly escape getting crushed by the descending blimp by hopping in the teleporter at the last moment. With new batteries in the teleporter, Stewie and Brian finally make it home. Everything seems normal until Lois comes in with an announcement that a statue for him is about to be unveiled, which Brian doesn't understand.
What do you
Appreciate
think,
the compliment, the mailman.
hero, for stopping the 9/11 terrorist
Yeah, that's
attacks
Shrek's
and
love.
saving
Shrek's
our
life was
country?
hilarious.
Yeah, turns out when Brian said he was going to use the bathroom back in 1999, he actually warned his past self about the event.
Yeah, so we're actually I'm actually streaming a whole lot to raise money to stream a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach 50 in the super chat, you know what I mean? We'll be switching over to a scary game, or, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, I say a scary game. Type a 1 in the chat if when we reach the super chat milestone, you want me to play a scary game, or type a 2 in the super chat, or type a 2 in the chat if when we reach the super chat milestone, you guys want me to play, you know what I mean, or want me to watch some scary clips, or fail army. But post in the chat what you guys want me to react to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
But so what? He stopped a national tragedy. That's not a bad thing, right? Well, the video of him saving the day is pretty cringe.
Time to terrorize the terrorists.
That's pretty cringe.
You prepared catchphrases for yourself?
One crisis is averted and another one is caused when this leads to George Bush losing re-election in 2004, pushing him to recreate the Confederacy and declare civil war against the United States. Brian still believes this to be a net positive, saying that 5 years from now everything will be fine. Stewie decides to test that theory with the two jumping 5 years into the future. In the future, things go from 2D to PlayStation 5 graphics. Stewie and Brian find their family to be much lazier in setting up jokes.
Here's a cutaway. Matthew McConaughey is terrible.
Things seem dull, but overall fine, until they look out the window, revealing the world to be a war-torn hellscape. To make things right, the two will have to go back to the past again to prevent Brian from talking to his past self. They manage to catch their, how do I explain this, past future selves? Letting them know what will happen, the two return home to check if everything is right.
We did it, Brian! We made 9/11 happen! High five!
Yay! But it appears Brian couldn't help himself, making him the original author of the Harry Potter series. So they go back to the past again, and again, and again, until countless Brians and Stewies are trying to stop one another. One of the Stewies takes the lead, with the group voting on whether or not they should let the September tragedy happen. That probably sounds great out of context. The yays have it, and all the Brians and Stewies return to their time. Now they just have to stop themselves from going to the past in the first place.
Get the back in
me a time machine!
Okay, no more
Yeah,
time
I
travel
still like the Family
episodes.
Guy
I'm
reactions,
starting
too.
to get a migraine. Finally, with the most out there episode yet, Stewie and Brian travel across multiple dimensions in a race to get home in Road to the Multiverse. Starting off at a Quahog Clam Days, Stewie shows off the ribbon he won for having the best pig in the show.
Oink. Oh my god.
Yo, if you super chatted through, if you get us to the super chat milestone, Sky Panther, even though it is a bit edgy for today, I'll react to it. You know what I'm saying? It's only like 3 to 5 minutes. Ooh, that'd be a scary one though. You know what I'm saying? But a positive scary one. I'm gonna be mad funny.
Stewie reveals he got this beefy pig from a special farm, inviting Brian to show him. It turns out that Stewie's built a device to traverse the multiverse, which is the...
Young man 34, bro. Thank you for the $2 super chat, bros. Appreciate you, bros. Dude, I like your energy, man. Blasphemous say Sammy? Who names their daughter Sammy? Who names their daughter Sammy? Sammy is so... Who names their daughter Sammy? That's wild. Hey, what's up, Killer 7? Oh my goodness. Killer 7 coming in with the wildness.
theory that there are an infinite number of possible universes.
Now, in each of these alternate universes, the reality is different than our own. Sometimes only slightly, sometimes quite radically.
With Brian's curiosity piqued, Stewie decides to show him the wonders of the multiverse. Stewie first takes them to a futuristic Quahog, one that exists in the same time and
Sammy must be like your favorite aunt, you know what I mean? Or like your sister, your best female friend from school. That's what's up.
place, though in this universe there was no Dark Ages, so humanity is more advanced by 1,000 years. In this world, there are genetically perfect pigs, genetically perfect Megs, and even digital bathrooms. Can we prioritize inventing that last one first?
One poop removal?
Wow, did I just go poop?
You sure did, all digital.
Stewie asks Brian if he's ready to go home, but he's eager to see more of what the multiverse has to offer. Not seeing the harm in it, Stewie agrees, first taking them to a Flintstones-themed universe.
Hey, oh man. Yo, the mail, thank you for the $2 super chat, bros. I love your channel. Funny reactions as always. Bro, appreciate you, yo. Yo, the mail 518, yo, I like your energy, man. For real, for real. Omari, the film, it's not my daughter, it's my girlfriend. Oh, okay, so this is a request for me to tell your girlfriend she's really sexy. Brian ain't done this in super long. How much y'all think? How much y'all think? How much do you think? A personal request, like a hi, like a greeting, something like that. Let's talk about it. Let me know what you think would make sense for like a personal greeting, young man. That's cool that you do that for your girlfriend. I like that. I do like your energy, man. You good peoples. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Misty Heasley?
Wow, did I just go poop?
You sure did, all digital.
Stewie asks Brian if he's ready to go home, but he's eager to see more of what the multiverse has to offer. Not seeing the harm in it, Stewie agrees, first taking them to a Flintstones.
I'm a softie, man. It's for your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Sammy is so sexy. That's wild, man. Hey, you have a girlfriend. That's cool. Hey, let's say $50. All right, cool. So the first one, you know what I mean? First one be pro bono. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's say personal request. Yeah, it'd be $25. I say 25, half of a reaction request. That makes sense. Yeah.
Themed universe. No sign of those awesome gummy
you made
vitamins,
broccoli
though.
Alfredo.
Stopping
That's
at
what's
a
up, Janaya.
Japanese-dominated universe, the two have seen enough for one day, so they decide to return home. They make it back to their house, but something seems off.
What? What?
Turns out they're in the wrong universe, ending up in one where everyone has two heads with two separate emotions. Stewie assures Brian he can get them home, but the next universe they jump to is completely frozen over. Looks like they'll have to put...
Yo, W's in the chat for Young Man and the Male. You know what I'm saying? For being my first super chatters of the stream. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. Yeah.
That plan on ice. Please laugh. The boys won't stay stuck for long as Stewie's compliments make Brian's tail wag enough to push through the ice and reach the device.
Just press the red button.
Yo, no problem at all, Dalton
which one's
Hawson.
red?
Press the big button.
Next, they arrive in one of
Yo, all love back, man. That's what's up, Dalton Huffman. I appreciate the compliment, bros. For real, for real. I don't think there's anybody that doesn't like candy. SBM. Yo. Everybody's got to like candy. We live. Hell yeah.
one of the coolest looking universes where everything is drawn like a Disney cartoon. Everything is so cute and whimsical, with everyone from the humans to the animals to the appliances singing about pie. Brian and Stewie actually contemplate staying in this universe. They decide against that plan when they realize that in the Disney universe, Mort gets some rough treatment due to his religious beliefs, let's say. Reluctantly, Brian and Stewie continue their dimension hopping. Unsure of how to get home, the duo find themselves in a world where the roles of dogs and humans are swapped. Brian has a bit too much fun with this universe.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Holly, let's go.
What type of
This guy's a
shit?
freak.
Eager to stay, Brian takes the device from Stewie. They tussle, leading to the remote breaking. Womp womp. Now stuck, Stewie is collared to fit into the world. Brian seems happy with this role reversal, but Stewie really tries to test him.
I don't think anybody likes candy if it's from a sus truck. Yeah, that's funny, bro.
By doing just doggy things.
Pick up my poop! I'm not picking up your poop. Hey, you, pick up that poop.
The two find the dog Griffin
Hey, what's
family,
up, T?
even meeting their
What's up,
pet
Ty
human,
Young?
Brian. Human Stewie and Dog Stewie go off to talk, and
What's
as
up
it
with
turns
Mario the
out,
film?
Dog Stewie has figured out the answer to their multiversal problems.
Did you have the shuffle button on? Oh my god. There you go.
Who hasn't left on shuffle on their multiversal device, am I right? Before they can make it home, Stewie bites Dog Peter out of anger, earning himself a one-way trip to the pound. With the help of Dog Stewie and Human Brian, the trio manages to break Stewie out and send them back home, including Human Brian, who wants a taste of the human world. Eager to make a life for himself, Human Brian thanks the two and sets out on his journey.
Look at him go. Free in a world of his own kind, where he can finally reach the full potential. Oh my god, he got hit by a car!
Well, that was quick. At least we still have Dog Brian. That is until season 12. But if you want to see all the times Meg does...
God damn. Well, there it is, peoples. The most absurd Family Guy episodes ever. Oh boy. It held right up to its name. All the way up until that one other dog got ran over in front of him. Oh boy. Let's see. Yo. Let's read you guys' messages. Yeah. Yeah, you want me to react to that horror short film? Yo, all right, cool. Send a super chat straight through the link in the comment section. It goes straight into my tip jar, which is my computer fund. You know what I'm saying? Got to get a, getting a streaming computer. So, yeah, and then let me know the title and send me the link. You know what I mean? Because when you send it through tip jar, when you send the link, I can click it. And then, we'll check that mug out. Live. We live. Yeah, right. Bruh. There's nothing funnier than watching people fall over stuff. For real, for real. Yo. I don't really like watching the driving ones. Because, sometimes those people actually get hurt. What's you guys' I bet you guys' favorite type of videos to watch online is ridiculousness. I bet there's a lot of you guys out there that watch a lot of ridiculousness. Bro, I don't know about y'all, but when that comes on the television, bro, that's the only show I watch on MTV now. That's the only reason I'll turn on that channel is to watch ridiculousness. For real, for real. I have some stories I want to tell you guys. Yo, so we're 46 away from the next super chat milestone. When we reach that mug, I'm gonna start telling you guys some crazy stories, bruh. Oh my God. Oh, they calling. Hey, what's up? Yeah. You wanna come inside real quick? Okay. For real. A few pulls in there, though. All right, cool. I'll see when you get here. All right. Dang it. You know what I mean? They on their way. They almost here. You finally tap Toy Chica yet? Bruh. Oh, man. That's what's up. Yeah. Hey, what's up, the Mel? How you doing, bros? What's up? Let me see. What's up, the real Chima? Yeah. We gonna play Fibbage. You know what I mean? We definitely gonna get that mug in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, you guys. You know what I mean? I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. You know what I mean? My people's is here. I'll see you guys next stream. You know what I'm saying?